care how much what we've done. And if it all got hot, you could always run. Driving through them skylights, them never sleeping streets. It was so easy to believe you'd always have it beat. And I thought that we'd run forever, never part. All that's left now is this aching in my heart. Go forever, forever. Laugh a lot, used to wear them flowers in your hair, and all them chic French novels. Drive a going but down the roads to Babylon. I find it kind of hard to tell you right from wrong, but I thought that we'd run forever, never part. All that's left now is this aching in my heart. Go forever. Stay forever, no part. All that's left now is this aching in my heart. Go forever,
Hello, everybody. This is Sabine, the rock chick, coming from Twickenham, UK. And we've got Plastic EP coming in from Melbourne. And we have a very special guest today. We have Dave Philp from the Automatics coming in from Arizona. And how are you doing? It's early for you.
Well, it was a long journey. You know, I mean, my wife and I quite regularly make it to Arizona. But this one was a rough one. I mean, there just seems to be so much more traffic on the road. Or maybe I'm just getting older.
I'm glad you still have your British accent, actually. Can I just say that? Because my brother lives in Seattle and he's been living in the States for a number of years. And he's still got his Britishness and his British accent. And, of course, he uses Americanisms. But he's still very, very British. And I'm pleased about that. So I just wanted to say
I
that.
sometimes get teased by my English friends for Americanisms, but it's hard, you know, when I've been here since 83. So
83.
I'm sure I've absorbed an awful lot more. You know, that I never was in England that long.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. So where do you hail from then, originally?
Well, I was born in Yorkshire. My mum hopped across the border to have me so I could open the batting for Yorkshire. You had to be born in Yorkshire to play for Yorkshire in those days. And then, you know, my dad was in the army. So we were, you know, going around the empire. We were in Sierra Leone. We were in Singapore when it was still like a little Barbary port. And Malaya.
So well traveled.
Then we were in Germany for a while.
tell me about your career with the Automatics. You're lead singer, yeah?
Well, it was very early days. I mean, I'd gotten to know the boys a bit up in Mornington Crescent, and we'd done some recording together, and that was nice. But they actually had a really good singer, Duncan. So they kind of didn't need another singer. So I was out putting together the Automatics. I came across Ricky, who'd played briefly with the Clash, and then he went on to play for Sham 69. You know, we put together this band at a time when I was working with the T-boy at Phonogram, who was Steve Lillywhite.
Steve Lillywhite, yeah.
Yeah. So we'd be in on dead time at the studio, and it was Steve's band were Ultravox and the Automatics.
Yeah.
And so we all went to Ireland together.
Where did the name Automatics come
signed,
from?
yeah.
Came up with that name, the Automatics, David?
Well, I came up with it, and then it turned out that another band in Coventry also were called the Automatics.
Oh,
so the record company wrote them a rude letter, and they changed their name to the Specials and never looked back.
I like that. I didn't
Yeah, their
know
career
that.
just took off.
Not a lot of people know that, but no, perhaps they do, but I didn't know that, so I've learned something. So I just want to flash up, if I may, because you must have sent this to me. I'm pretty sure. Well, I bought that, and you know, I have to say, absolutely, I love the patriotic kind of theme, because all about then the River Thames, and I just love all the tracks on this. I mean, you're very patriotic. Do you want to elaborate on that? Is it why?
Well, yes, because it's really about mourning. Because when I was growing up in the in Africa and Singapore, there was English society. There was still, silver tea services and Jane Austen, and it owed more to the 19th century than it did to the 20th century. So then all of a sudden at 8 you get confronted with the reality of England when you went back to boarding school. But I think Britannia, and perhaps the strength of Britannia, is that it mourns an England that isn't really there anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, the 20th anniversary is coming up, and Label 51 are doing a vinyl edition of Britannia.
Brilliant. What color?
Yeah,
What color
with
vinyl? Red, blue,
splashed coloured vinyl, and it's nice.
that's so in vogue, isn't it? This vinyl comeback is amazing, because all colors, all kind of patterns. I love it. I'm a vinyl freak anyway. I just love my vinyl. But so that's all planned? Is that all scheduled for next year then?
Yes, for the 16th of January.
Excellent.
The vinyl, and it's really good vinyl too. They own Label 51 own, I think, 6 vinyl plants.
Wow.
So they've got a lot of clout in the business. Yeah, this is becoming increasingly more about vinyl again.
Yeah. So you have a big launch for it. So how are you gonna promote it? Are you gonna come over here at all?
I may. I'll do what's required of me to promote it. I think I came over there and I did the Radio Roadshow with Mike Reed, supported by Phil Hendricks.
Oh, Phil's great. Yeah, we love Phil.
I love Phil.
Yeah.
He's such a nice man, and we had fun. I mean, I was jet lagged, but
Yeah. Oh, you must come over. I want to meet you. And you know, the thing is that we love having our vinyl launches over here. You know, there's so many great venues in town where you can do that. And we've got
Yeah.
Banquet Records in Kingston, and you know, we got all the big names in. So I can have a word with the boss, you know, we can fix it. But, can I just say a personal, because I absolutely love this River Thames. I mean, because I live in Twickenham, well, near to
Right.
Twickenham, near Eelpie Island. So, of course, you've got Twickenham Embankment, and then with all the rock history of the Eelpie Island and the bands that played their way back, as you know. And then we've got, you know, Richmond Riverside, and then we've got the Old Station Hotel, where the Stones, the Beatles, blah, 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 and the Kinks. So it's all going on, you know, by the river.
I know.
So I
It's
love
and
anyone, you know.
I originally wrote the song, and then I realized that I wanted all the places that were named to be progressing towards the sea. I didn't want to be in London and then suddenly whip the next name, whip back 60 miles upriver. You know, I wanted it all to be progressing to the river's mouth. So I
Right.
went back and rewrote it, and that took a month,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
more than I'd ever spent on writing a song.
You know, it's something about the, you know, and also because I have to I mention Ray Davis because I think I was saying this earlier that, you know, with Waterloo Sunset and his observations and everything, to me, you have the same thing. You absorb your surroundings. It's kind of like this is what you do, and the things that mean a lot to you about this country. You know, it's all there and it's all real and it's on disc and it's on CD. And I just think it's the lyrics are fantastic, David. So more, please. You know, I mean, I can't get enough of it.
Well,
Um,
thank you. You know, and I was really lucky in the way that it came together. You know, we had Ian McCullum on guitar. I'd worked with Jim before for a number of years, and you know, I know that Jim has a way of hijacking things for his agenda. So when it came to Britannia, I really wanted to twist it before he got it. You know, and Ian was the perfect foil for that because, you know, first of all, he's a very unusual guitarist because he plays a right-handed guitar the left way round. So, you know, you just play the same riff and it comes out different. And but he
Genius.
also plays has ways of like adding little bits of banjo to the bass note and then adding little bits of mandolin to the higher notes, you know.
Yeah,
And
genius.
he did a lot of that really in such a way that we didn't want to swamp it with too much punk rock, you know.
Yeah, I
So
get that. Yeah.
it made us change in a way. And then Jim did, you know, beautiful harmonies. It just all kind of worked out. I was working on another album, and it just got sidelined,
Right.
you know, for Britannia, and Britannia was then, you know, the main thrust.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you're very busy because you have two current tunes in the Heritage Chart, and I've been voting. We're all voting. Um, so at 42, you've got your Christmas tune, "The Guardian Angel." Um,
Yes,
yeah, 42 at the moment, and you know, rising. We're voting a bit,
yes,
and
yes.
then
So
you've
we're in
got
at 42, which hopefully means that people can vote for us.
yeah,
And
yeah. So
Guardian Angels came about in an interesting way too, because you know I've always, until quite recently, resisted collaboration. You know, and I think I always thought I'm going to get found out. You know, they're going to find out that I'm not a virtuoso guitar player, you know. But now I'm just not apologetic about not being a
Well,
virtuoso guitar player. In fact, I've come to distrust virtuosity. You know,
I've never heard that.
I try and keep it, you know, in an accessible sort of way. You know,
Mm.
when I'm writing the songs, I think virtuosos, they see too many options and they can't choose one.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, in the songwriting process. Whereas me, I might see three, you know, or I might only see one, but that's where I'm going. And I go
Yeah.
there with a certainty because I'm not a virtuoso. So, yeah, Greg came to me and he said, "Oh, I've got this melody I've just done on the keyboards, and why don't you write some lyric?" And you know, I knew Greg. I liked Greg. He plays keyboards with TSOL, who are a big band over here. Yeah, you know, in the
I was going to ask
'90s.
you what does that stand for? Because I looked at it and I thought, well, who are these? Who's the collaborator here? Don't know what this means. What does it
The
stand
Sons
for?
of Liberty, and they were, you know, packing stadiums in the '90s with a lot of those other LA punk bands that
Okay.
I didn't know very well, you know.
She can't sleep through the night without a nightlight. She sometimes sees ghosts on the corner and the flowers on her shelf. She picked them herself. She likes everything in its order. But don't tell her your troubles, and she won't bore you with her own. Don't offer her salvation that she can't pretend to condone. She's not angry or sad, she's beyond good or bad. She's doing the best that she's able. She's not taking it hard, she's not marking the cards. She's just testing her guardian angels. She walks the tightrope between despair and hope. She's dressed up in silk and in sables. She's making the bills for the house in the hills. She's just putting food on the table. But don't tell her your troubles. Don't put a foot out of line. Don't offer her salvation, and she won't be obliged to decline. She's not angry or sad, cold-hearted or bad. She's doing the best that she's able. She's not taking it hard, she's not marking the card. She's just testing her guardian angels. Testing her guardian angels. And don't tell her your troubles. Don't put a foot out of line. Don't offer her salvation, and she won't be forced to decline.
And so the other tune that's currently in the Heritage Chart is this tribute to the late John Russell, who we miss so much. I mean, I didn't get to meet him, but we were going to have him on the show, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. So not good enough. And the fantastic video, that's at number 27. And so with the help of a little bit of AI and original kind of pictures from John's early years, you know, how he started out with the brass and everything. I think it's wonderful. It's such a, I mean, it's got the glam rock, it's got all the elements, right? Everything's in that video. Again, how did that all come about, that you knew about John? Did you know John before? How did this collaboration come about?
John called me, you know, and we got talking. You know, he was sick. I was having some similar issues. You know, we chatted. You know, he's a sweet guy, and incidentally, it's his birthday today.
I know. How perfect is that? It came up on my Facebook today, and I thought, how perfect is that?
He's run out of birthdays, but if he hadn't have run out of birthdays, today would be his birthday.
82nd.
And he said to me, he called me up on a Thursday, and he said, you know, look, I've got this song, and I need lyric on it.
Right.
you know, I've got he had the chorus, I'm not good enough, not good enough for you. He had that bit. He just basically wanted me to do the verses, and the melody he had on the verses was a little simplistic, and I just charged at it. You know, overloaded it, and it works.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a sense that I could make it work. And then he said, but can you have it all done and recorded by Sunday? I said, John, you do know
Bit of a
it's
tall order.
Thursday now.
Oh, bless.
You're giving it to me on Thursday and you want it finished by Sunday. Anyway, I think it made me not think about it too hard, which is sometimes a good thing. And I just thought, let's get on with it. Let's get it done. And so I spoke to John about what the song meant to him. I don't think there were any words. There were probably la-di-da kind of lyric. And John was not, you know, he was a fine player and he really knew how to put together one of those records. I mean, I've tried it. It's hard, you know. If you listen to Blackpool Parade on my Star Maps of the Underworld, that's my attempt actually to write a song for John, except that John already had a Blackpool song on his album, which I didn't have. So I'm trying to do, you know, that glitter band thing, and it's harder than it looks.
Yeah.
You know?
David, can I just show you very quickly? John Russell sent me this T-shirt with the Bell label. Can you see it?
Yes.
Angel face.
He also
and I
sent
just want
me
to say,
mug.
An Angel Face is actually my favourite glitter song, and I just want to play some of that now in memory of John.
Oh, please.
Made the big town scene. Always loved to stay at home. Never made it on your own. I see your picture. What do I see? The face of an angel staring at me, staring at me. Face of an angel, angel face of an angel. You got the cute ass, angel face, angel face of an angel, angel face of an angel. I'm gonna make you my angel face. Hey, 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 hey. You don't know just what I mean. You should be a beauty queen. Who knows how long you look alive? Look in the mirror, believe that it's true. The face of an angel, looking at you, looking at you. Angel face of an angel, angel face of an angel. You got the cute ass angel face.
John was really, really good at what he did. You know, he'd been doing it a long time. He knew what it was. Mark and I tried to get him to switch the title, and he wasn't having any of it. And then much later, I looked back at it and thought, he was right.
I also got that sent to me. Not signed, but he did sign another one for me. And then I've got the Blackpool.
Yes, he sent me that one too.
Anne Street and I went to his funeral and wake in Blackpool, and it was the most glamtastic send off I've ever been to. The amount of sequin jackets everybody was wearing, you know, glitter and sequins, and
Yes.
it was a tremendous send off for John. Yeah, so missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, you know, he was an original. He was an
oh yeah.
original. And when you look back on a lot of those old records that they did, they've grown with time. You know, they mean more, they sound better.
And they had such a huge following, the Glitter Band, didn't they? They stood on their own. I mean, we don't want to mention anybody else because they don't deserve a mention. But the Glitter Band were definitely, I mean, you know, it was the 70s, glam rock. It was all going on. And, you know, the appearances on Top of the Pops, they were always very special. I regret that I never got to see John play his own gigs. There's plenty of footage, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time today, David, and thank you so much for doing this in memory of John
welcome.
Russell.